Welcome to Great Online Training. This is Naidu. I'm a SaaS trainer and programmer. In this video, I'm going to explain a series of videos on SaaS clinical programming interview question and answers. Let's get started. My next question is, who will assign a work to you and how they will assign a work to you? They are going to send a mail or they communicate directly through phone, or they'll keep a meeting to assign your work. So how basically work will be assigned to you? It's a very important question. Your answer should be, in my organization there will be a tracker. So the tracker is nothing but this is your work progress and work status. Everything will be get recorded in one location. That's in a normal Excel file only. So this is what will be shared with me. So the Excel file has column names like a category, title, population, footnote, and program folder, program name, program logs, developers, validated by, output status, date programmed, output date, validation program name, validation status, validation level, and is there any remarks? What is this all about? A category. A category is nothing but what they are assigning a work to you. You need to do a programming for a data set, or you need to do a programming for a table, you need to do a programming for a listing, or maybe you need to do a programming for figures. That's it. You will not have any other scope than this. Either you will create a data set or table, listing, or figure. Either of it. So then, if it is a data set, what is the name of the data set? Is it a demographic data set or AE data set? If it is a table, which table it is? Is it a demographic table, lab table, or maybe a concomitant medication table, or which table it is? If it is a listing, what is the name of that listing? Is it a demo listing or AE listing or lab listing? What it is? Figure means which figure it is? Is it a safety figure or efficacy figure, or maybe is it a what I can say? Is it a lab related figures, or else is it a AE related figures they are assigning to you? So that you can get it, and the populations also you can get it. So to understand more on the population, we will discuss on upcoming video. There you can get to know. But population is also nothing but it's a title of your output, what you need to create it. What is the footnote of that particular program, and where you need to save this particular all these files. Suppose imagine if you are trying to create a data set. Okay, so the data set here, you need to see that location. Once you're done with creating a data set, where it need to be saved, and what is the name of that particular program to be create for that particular data set. If you are creating a demographic data set, it should be dm.sas. If it is an AE related data set, it should be ae.sas. If you are working really on the tables, so then it can be the program name start with T. So T underscore dm.sas, or maybe if you are working on concomitant medication, it should be T underscore cm.sas. If you are working on listings, it should be named with L underscore dm or L underscore cm. If you are working on a figures, F underscore dm or F underscore cm. These are all the names are prefix, and it will be come with this particular document itself. So this document, they will place it in one location. So there they will clearly mention that where we need to save our program, what is the name of the program, where we need to access the data, everything it's mentioned in this particular document as a tracker document. See, once you're done with your program, where that particular logs also to be saved, the location of logs while you are creating a data set, where the data set logs to be stored, where my output logs to be stored, and all those information you can able to get it. And we are coming to the developers. Developers means person who is developing. This is how they are assigning a work. Let's say how many persons we are working in this project. The names are Kishore, Naidu and Raj. So 3 persons are working in a working as a developers. We 3 persons are working for what I can say is development part. Okay, I want so who is developing what? So here you can see Naidu is developing these 2 data sets, which is the first two is assigned to me. So Kishore is developing this particular table. Raj is developing this table and as well as this listing. Raj is developing. Kishore developing 2 things. One is this particular listing. Another one is here another figure. So each and every person's wise, whatever the work we need to perform, they will mention the names there. So this document will be shared by your manager or maybe your trial programmer or maybe your lead programmer. You can say any of these answers that my lead programmer will share this document, and with this document will have the detailed information what I need to done or maybe I need to do on this particular week, or maybe they will give you the timelines also. Okay, this week we need to complete, these are the list of outputs or maybe data sets. For the next week maybe you will get a new set of outputs will come into picture. So like that they will assign work like this. And apart from that, these are all the list of people who are the developers. We have a team of validation also. So who is doing the validation? That means whatever the work we have done, somebody need to test it. So the testing team is John, Kishore, Naidu and Ramesh and Swati. So why Naidu came into picture here? So you are working as a programmer, you will get a chance to work as a developer, and some of the other in the same project, maybe some of the outputs you will validate also. So we never know what type of role you need to play in that project. But yes, the validation names also here. So where this particular outputs, once we stored it, so where we need to save it. So if it is a data sets, it is there on my safety desktop. Data sets is the destination. If it is in a outputs, so that all the outputs will be stored into outputs folder. And what is the status of it? If my data set I want to create it today, so that I will put that as a started. Okay, the status. Still I'm taking 3 or 4 more days, then I will just write it a statement as in progress. So the development status is in progress. Once that particular development is completed, then I will assign a tag as a completed. So either of this one is that particular output is in progress or started, or is it completed. So you will get either of it. Everyone will choose that. At the same time, date of the program. So when you have done that program started. So the date of the program has started on 12th November 2021. 13th November 2021, 14th November 2021, 15th November 20. So each and every person's wise, when they started developing these particular tables, listings and figures, you have a destinations. Once you think that you have completed that work, when that output is completed, the date of that output completion. Here you can able to see all the output completion date and time and all you can get it. And we are coming to the validation program names. So when you are developing something, it should be a validation names also. If you see your development program name, you mentioned as a dm.sas, so that the validation program name will be the same, but underscore QC will be added. That means dm underscore QC. That is QC means quality control program you are trying to create it. The program name will be dm underscore QC. You will get it. And we are coming to here again the validation also, as we have for a development also in progress, started and completed. What is the status of the validation? Is that validation is completed or started or whatever it is the stage, you can get it here. So we are coming to here, if we want to see what is the validation level, when the validator is just taking that particular work what is assigned by a lead programmer. So what is that? Is it OO? OO means just only output overview comparison only. So if you're just looking into the only upper layers like that, only just checking small numbers, is there any truncation of the data or something like that we need to check? Or we need to write a PP. PP means partial programming. We need to write a small codes to check that particular numbers right or wrong. Like if you are generating like a mean, median, standard deviation, simply will write a proc means to just check that values is right or wrong. So you need to write it the validation level as a PP, that means a parallel programming. Or else if this particular output is assigned as a PLPS. PLPS means programming log and programming specification. Check that is there any errors or any mismatches in your log, or maybe is it this particular program what the developer has done is following all the specifications. So you will write it. So you will check that. FPP means full parallel programming. That means like a developer, however they have developed starting to ending of creation of one particular output, the same way even validator also need to develop the same output, so that you need to compare these two data sets side by side, so that you get to know that where the mismatches is the developer output or maybe data set is correct, or else validation output or data set is correct. You will get to know that. If due to some reason this particular outputs are not done, not started, or any things are not happen, so due to some reason you can write remarks why that particular work has not started, why that validation is not completed, why the development is not completed. You can write remarks into this particular column. So basically this is the tracker. Whenever they want to see, right now I just created for up to 9 records, like that you in your real time you will have around 200 to 300 outputs to be created, and it will be assigned to a different persons. That means the same person, you won't get the 200 persons means so you are going to get a 200 programmers into the same project. No. So the 200 outputs will be assigned to your name and again your friend name, and it will be repeated again. That means each person, suppose imagine you want to get around 200 outputs to be generated. 4 members are working. 50 outputs will be with your name, and 50 outputs with your colleague name, and 50 outputs with your another colleague name, like that, so that all the 200 outputs will be there. So if they want to see the progress, how many are completed or all, so they can just apply a filter on this Excel, and then they can see that easily what is the status of this. Is this particular project is going as per the what I can say plan, or is it delaying? And so these are all those things we can get it so by just using this particular tracker. So every organization have this particular tracker. This tracker will tell you that what is the status of the work, and how many outputs you are assigned with it, and how many you completed, how many are validated, how many are development, how many are tables, how many are listings, how many are figures. So these are all the complete picture you will get it in this. So most of the times when they are saying it, the work will be assigned directly through phone calls and all. That is not the right way. Whenever they are just assigning a work to you, they will tell that, so first of all, this particular document has updated with your work. So please check this document. You may get a mail, or maybe you may get a ping from your manager, or maybe in your kickoff meeting before starting off your work, you may get a chance that you're in that meeting itself. Okay, these are all the names is assigned to you. Is there any concern? So you are not able to perform, or maybe is there any more time is required, less time is required. Those are all those things. There will be a kickoff meetings also. They will discuss before assigning this work. So to answer to my question, how the work will be assigned through a tracker will have all the information. That's it. That's all about for this question. Thank you.